Hello, welcome to the Daily Devotion. I'm Kathy Morris, pastor of the Dixon United Methodist Church. John Wesley was the founder of the Methodist movement in the 18th century in England. That was a time of great change for the society of which John Wesley was a part. There were new scientific discoveries being made. New technologies were emerging related to business and industry. People felt a great deal of upheaval in the social order. John Wesley sought to give them an anchor in the grace of God that was given to them. John Wesley spoke often of what he called Christian perfection. Now, this is not perfection in the sense of never making a mistake. It would be more accurate to refer to it as Christian maturity. To the question, what is Christian perfection? Wesley responded in this way: the loving God with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength. This implies that no wrong temper, none contrary to love, remains in the soul, and all thoughts, words, and actions are governed by pure love. Wesley was not the only one to describe Christian maturity as living love in every aspect of life. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Colossians, describes the authentic, mature Christian way of living that Christ calls us to live. I'm reading from the letter to the Colossians, chapter 3, verses 8 through 12. But now set aside these things, such as anger, rage, malice, slander, and obscene language. Don't lie to each other. Take off the old human nature with its practices, and put on the new nature, which is renewed in knowledge by conforming to the image of the one who created it. In this image, there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcised nor uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave or free, but Christ is all things and in all people. Therefore, as God's choice, holy and love, put on compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. As Paul spoke of our life in Christ, he would speak of it as taking off an old robe and putting on a new one. This action describes the real change that Jesus makes in our lives. As a prayer exercise, try taking two different articles of clothing, such as a shirt or sweater or a jacket. Let one of them represent that old self that is held captive by sin. Let it represent things such as anger, wrath, malice, slander, lies. Let the second piece of clothing represent the new creation that we are in Christ. Let it represent compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, patience. To start with, put on the first piece of clothing and feel the weight of it. Feel the weight of anger and malice. And then take it off and put on the second article of clothing. And as you do so, allow yourself to sense the life and the light of that new way of living. Then wear that second piece of clothing throughout the day as a reminder of the love that Jesus empowers us to live.